Welcome to another video of Salty's Egg Balls. Today I'll be discussing about the World Club Cup Challenge between St Helens and the Sydney Roosters. The Roosters making a back-to-back appearance. They're winning against Wigan last year. Highlight of that game, as you may know, it was Morris scoring a hat-trick on his debut. St Helens, current Super League winners and also World Challenge Cup finalists. This is going to be a really good game. I'm looking really forward to it. I mean, obviously I'm going to be cheering for the Roosters because they're my favourite NRL team. I mean, the Roosters had an interesting off-season. As you know, that Latrell Mitchell's not at the club anymore. He's made the switch to rival South Sydney. You know, and to be honest, it's like, you know, there's a lot of talk saying, well, the Roosters are going to be the same team without him. It's just like, you know, one player doesn't complete your team. You know, they still got an awesome team. And they signed Angus Crichton, who a lot of people are hyping about at the moment. He's only 18. He's actually signed from the South Sydney Rabbitohs. And he started his career as a rugby union player, so he's going to be playing centre in tomorrow's game for the Roosters. Boyd Cordner, our captain, he's not going to be playing in tomorrow's game. He's injured, obviously. He's travelled with the team to Merseyside, but he's not playing tomorrow, unfortunately. But I mean, looking at that lineup for the Roosters, I think it's more than capable of winning the game, to be honest, tomorrow. I think St Helens have a bigger setback than the Roosters do, to be honest. I know that their star hookers at James Roby, he's back. He's going to be playing his first game of the season against the Chooks. But I think Regan Grace, the Welsh international winger, he's going to be a huge miss for St Helens. I just don't think St Helens will have that kind of like flair like the Roosters do. You know, watching last year's game when the Roosters played against Wigan, I mean, the Roosters literally walked them off the park. I mean, they really did. And the way Morris scored his 3 hat-trick tries last year was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, and it's just, they were too quick, too fast. They had so much flair, so much strength, They were sound defensively. They were sound attacking. It was a complete team, and hence why the Roosters have won it back-to-back, Even though Cooper Cronk is not there, again, which is absolutely fine. I mean, the Roosters have got enough key players in that team to win the game. In my opinion, the key matchup for this game is the battle of the props. Now, we've obviously got Jared Waerea-Hargreaves and Siosua Takiaho. I mean, these are 2 solid props. Waerea-Hargreaves obviously is a workhorse. He's been playing for the Roosters for many years now, and he has, every time this guy plays, he plays for the shirt. He's an absolute workhorse, thumps and plays and plays. He's just an absolute beast. Takiaho, of course, he's the Tongan international. What I love about Takiaho is he's a prop that can kick. I mean, he's an excellent place kicker. Yeah, as you know, like when Latrell Mitchell was kicking for us last year, it was Takiaho. Takiaho was kicking for us, so that's an interesting skill to have as a prop, so respect to that. And going to St Helens, they have 2 solid props as well, Alex Walmsley and Luke Thompson, 2 very solid props. It will be a very physical game, in my opinion. It will be very physical. It could be a little bit dirty, possibly, but I think it'll be interesting to see how they'll how these 2 props of these 2 respective teams will go and collide and stuff, and will be very interesting. I think that's the key matchup, is if you can slow the prop game of respective teams, I think that's the way of winning the game. In my opinion, I think the advantage goes to the Roosters. I think the Roosters team collectively, you know, you got Tedesco, you know, as your fullback. He's just absolute gem to have in your team. I think we've got like a really you know, a solid all-round team, and I think I'm not taking anything away from St. Helens. By the way, St. Helens are a very talented team. Explains why they're champions. But if you want to compare them to the level what the Roosters are, it's, you know, it's not like that. I mean, it's different. It's different. It's like saying, like, when you compare the Super League to the NRL, I think, like, if I'm going to talk about soccer, football for a second, it's a bit like saying, well, I'm going to compare like the Premier League to, let's say, you know, Serie A of in Italy, for example. You know, the talent pool is a lot more bigger in Australia and in, you know, and New Zealand than it is just the north of England. So it explains why, like, the NRL teams are a lot more successful, and they play a better brand of footy when if you want to go that far. You know, and I think you know, the Roosters will win. I wouldn't say easily, but they will win. I would see them putting up 20 points, not a problem, in tomorrow's game. I mean, St. Helens will get physical. They'll get tough. They'll try and beat you down, and you know, and obviously, you know, and Merseyside is going to be cold. It's not going to be like Sydney. It's going to be cold, wet, tough, you know, and you know, and they're going to try and use that for their game against the Roosters. But I think the Roosters have just got too much flair. So I'm going to be going for a 24-12 win for the Roosters, and I think this is going to be a great spectacle to watch tomorrow. I think it's going to be more interesting than last year's game, in my opinion. But it's going to be a good one. So that's my my thoughts of the game. Of course, I'm going to be going to my first ever Roosters game as well. Got the ticket right here. Got me a ticket. So this is the first time we're watching my favourite NRL team, the Roosters, play. I'm really excited as well. I've got good seats. I'll be vlogging about my trip up to St. Helens tomorrow as well, and I'll definitely upload that to the channel and give you a little insight about my day out. And hopefully I can talk to a few fans, maybe. You know, we'll see. But yes, so that's my thoughts of the game. Thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll be vlogging for you guys from St. Helens tomorrow. Have a good one.